Patty Cornwall sarcastically asked a flight attendant if she was Rosa Parks.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times airline Karens face justice.
He's not going to cry the whole time.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most infamous moments when people got some semblance of karma for taking Karen-like entitled, rude, and demanding attitudes to the sky and airports. Have you ever witnessed a Karen moment when flying? Let us know below. Number 10. Uncooperative Karen. It's always handy when people let you know there's going to be a problem on a plane before it's even taken off. In 2023, one woman reportedly had a few too many drinks as she got on board at Gold Coast Airport in Australia.
Come on, Mom, get off.
She had allegedly been disruptive and refused to listen to the cabin staff, but they apparently had trouble getting her to leave. This led to the police coming and basically dragging her off the plane. As she was escorted out, the other passengers, likely feeling a united sense of relief, burst into song with Steam's "Na Na Hey Hey Kiss 'Em Goodbye." It was quite moving, really. Number 9. Maskless Karen. In 2021, at Southwest Florida International Airport, Adelaide Gabriel Schrowang refused to wear a mask on the plane. Plus, she was behaving in a generally disruptive manner.
Lee County Port Authority police say she refused to wear a mask.
I think that is a narcissistic disregard for other people.
According to flight staff and authorities, she even spat at her fellow passengers, something she has since denied. Ultimately, Port Authority officers came to take her away, but it wasn't exactly easy with her behavior and slurring.
You're not respecting my human rights.
Later, she explained her issue, saying she was anxious and hyperventilating. Facing charges and spending just over 2 weeks in jail, she ultimately entered a no-contest plea and received 6 months of probation. She was also ordered to undergo psychiatric and substance abuse evaluations.
And I apologize for the way that it, bubbled over.
Number 8. Couple Karen. One couple aboard a JetBlue flight in Florida decided to fill out the bingo card of offensive and cringy remarks.
Free speech is dead. Excuse me, didn't do anything.
Having already upset the crew and passengers enough that they were told to get off the flight, the woman descended into a slur-filled rant. She notably talked about free speech, called people sheep, lamented the state of the country, and more. She also mentioned her love of the controversial Elon Musk.
Really? Oh, I love Elon Musk.
Her hubby, meanwhile, chimed in every now and then. And let's not forget the threats to sue and Karen saying that they were being taken off the aircraft due to their support of Donald Trump. They brought numerous groans from those nearby. In the end, the pair faced justice, reportedly being removed from the plane.
Yeah, put it on YouTube.
Number 7. Microphone Karen. Is there anything worse than traveling when someone whips out a speaker and plays music loudly? Apparently there is. In 2021, singer Johnny recorded a really bonkers moment during a flight.
I brought my microphone, I'm gonna use it.
A Karen stood up, armed with a microphone, and went into a rant about how the pandemic was caused by people's lack of faith in the internet. Yikes. She also claimed people didn't mind watching as she was not terrible to look at.
I think you're all enjoying this because, like I said, I'm not terrible to look at.
Hey, nobody can say that she didn't have an ego. The Delta Airline staff tried to put an end to her antics throughout, even threatening her with handcuffs. Eventually, they managed to take her away as she rambled about her dog.
My dog has better sense than any of you.
Number 6. 90-Day Karen. Even celebrities aren't immune to being Air Karens. This time, sources claim we got Angela Deem from 90 Day Fiancé ruining people's trip. A brief video was uploaded online, reportedly showing her in the middle of an argument with flight staff. Now, we don't know what sparked the incident, but she uttered lines like, "You are not law enforcement," and told the attendant that they started it.
You are not going to talk to me like this. You're not the law enforcement.
That makes us think the crew member is in the right. There was speculation that she was thrown off the flight or left herself, but nothing was confirmed. Nevertheless, the Karen's reputation was damaged online, which is some form of justice. Hopefully the worker got a pay bump too.
You better respect me.
Number 5. Restrained Karen. In 2021, TikTok user LOL Alri posted about a disturbing incident that occurred on her flight involving a fellow passenger. She reportedly explained that the cabin crew was traversing the aisle, covertly talking to each other and locking the bathrooms concerning those on board. It was ultimately revealed that a woman had been restrained with duct tape after behaving dangerously.
You.
American Airlines released a statement explaining there was a potential security concern as the aforementioned passenger tried to open the boarding door. On top of that, they had attacked and hurt at least one staff member. According to reports, the woman was taken to receive medical care after landing. Number 4. Inappropriate Ken.
What do you want?
After reportedly being inappropriate with a female passenger, the man was asked to depart the aircraft. He then went into a rant littered with racist and homophobic language as he collected his bag. He also decided to brag about his high-paying job as a chemical engineer at GlaxoSmithKline.
I'm a chemical engineer. I work for GlaxoSmithKline.
After getting off the plane, he continued being racist and got into a fight. His employers presumably weren't too happy and publicly revealed that he was no longer employed at GSK.
What are you gonna do, you?
Number 3. Professor Karen. Sometimes Karens come with degrees and doctorates, and they're even actually named Karen, which is fun. In 2015, Pennsylvania State University's Dr. Karen Hallnen was traveling to Miami, but the sociology professor took relaxing to another level by lighting up a cigarette on the plane. Big no-no.
Are we gonna flight attendant?
Hallnen then blamed the person next to her.
Do not blame him.
As if that wasn't enough, she also launched into a chaotic rant about Venezuela-U.S. relations. She was taken into custody when the flight landed and faced a disorderly conduct charge. In the aftermath of her arrest, Hallnen's employers reportedly stated while she still had a job, she was no longer teaching.
This is a very, very disturbing situation.
Number 2. Childish Karen. You gotta love it when someone tries to throw their weight around but has to awkwardly backtrack when it backfires. That was what happened with Susan Perez in 2018. After she was seated next to a baby on a plane, she went off, apparently yelling at the infant and mother. Perez then threatened the job of flight attendant Tabitha.
Your name? Tabitha 9766. Thank you, Tabitha. You may not have a job tomorrow.
But Tabitha wasn't having it and demanded that Karen be removed from the aircraft. The passenger tried to apologize, but to no avail.
I apologize. I have to be in this flight.
During the encounter, she also tried indirectly name-dropping then-Governor Andrew Cuomo, presumably hoping that would score her points. It didn't. The video went viral and she was placed on leave from her job at the New York State Council on the Arts.
This customer's behavior toward a fellow customer was not in keeping with those standards.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Out of Line Karen. Former NFL cheerleader and Baywatch actor Patricia Cornwall chose the wrong man to intimidate. As she walked down the plane aisle, she was asked to take a random seat and wait for the trolley to pass. Annoyed, she inappropriately referenced Rosa Parks, which was completely out of line. But that wasn't all she did. Seemingly bothered that passenger Russell Miller had his face mask down to eat and drink, Cornwall decided to furiously rant at him. He, in turn, didn't help things by repeatedly calling her a Karen, among other things.
Sit down, Karen.
But Cornwall was still way over the top. She even assaulted Miller rather violently. As you can imagine, she was arrested when the flight landed, and the FBI took it from there.
He is already planning another flight to Atlanta to testify against her in court.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.